Most children fantasize about their future. My 6-year-old granddaughter Cora is no different. Cora wants to grow up to be a Native American. Each night, when her mother reads from the Adventures of Kaya, a fictional character from the Nez Perce tribe set in 1764, Cora listens with wide-eyed wonder. When she drifts off to sleep, she dreams of sleeping in a teepee and racing her horse through the tall grass and over the creeks, just like Kaya. I smiled indulgently when Cora told me of her aspiration to be a Native American. Then I remembered my mother mentioning that one of our ancestors was a Native American from the Onondaga Nation, and that our ancestry could be traced back to 2 beautiful quilts. That inspired me to find out more about the history of the Onondaga and the woman who made the quilts. Long ago, in the land that is now New York State, the Onondaga lived in small villages built on high ground, surrounded by a tall wooden wall. Outside the wall were fields for farming. Inside were rows of buildings called longhouses. Each clan had a longhouse with multiple families living in it and held anywhere from 30 to 60 people. The women nominated the chiefs, and the clan mothers, like the one in this photograph, made sure that the chiefs fulfilled their responsibilities. A chief could even be demoted. Eventually, the Onondaga took on the ways of the colonials. They left their longhouses and built 2-room cabins. They discarded their animal skin clothing and made clothing from cloth. This is where my Onondaga ancestor comes into my story. Her name was Anne Abby Halstead, and she was born in Onondaga in 1808. But her Onondaga lineage would have been traced through her mother rather than through her father. So sadly, we don't know her Onondaga name nor lineage. What we do know is that she married someone with the last name of Parker and had 3 daughters that were also born in Onondaga, New York. Anne Abby's youngest daughter was Angeline. Angeline was an artist and seamstress. She sewed for the wealthy and used the scraps to make quilts. Angeline found her inspiration from nature, sketching the wildflowers and foliage, then bringing them to life with fabric and thread. When Angeline made this quilt for her son Robert, I'm sure she had no idea that she was leaving us a legacy. I found this photograph of an Onondaga mother and child. I noticed the botanical decorative stitching around the collar and the lower part of the skirt. Although the photograph is black and white, I can still see the similarity between the design on this dress and that of this beautiful black quilt made by Angeline that shows the lovely colors the Onondaga used in their stitchery. So now my granddaughter Cora knows that she has a matriarchal ancestor from the Onondaga Nation. Anne Abby was her great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, so she is a tiny bit Native American, at least enough to satisfy a 6-year-old. But Angeline, Anne Abby's daughter, passed on much more than her Native American heritage. Angeline left us her quilts. And she also passed down her love and gift of sewing. Cora loves to make clothes for her dolls, and she has even started making them a quilt. Someday, Cora's descendants may be talking about the legacy of her quilt.